Yeah, kind of a weird game, right? Like I thought we actually did some really really good things today, and I thought the end kind of was a little bit funky there at the end, but I really like the consistency of our at bats. I thought we did a really good job. It can be tough earlier in the year on both sides, on both these arms coming in, on the hitters coming in, just because you don't have any information. You know, we knew the starter and had seen him, and then you're rolling guys out of the pen that you don't really know what you're getting. A lot of JUCO guys, a lot of transfers. So it's just communicating and adjusting, and I thought we did a pretty decent job of doing that throughout the game. Obviously, with the huge two-out hit by Torres there in the first, kind of kept them from getting that zero. Obviously, the huge two-out double by Braun there to clear the bases and give us the lead was huge, and I thought our bullpen really did a great job tonight. We just kind of ran into a buzzsaw late there, and two out, nobody on, and a couple freebies, and then before you know it, we got to get Oz in the game. But I told that group out there, I mean, I'd have loved for him to be able to sit down and just hang out for the rest of the night. But man, like, he had to get up quick. He just said it coming in, like, had to shift his mindset really quick, and came in and was the bad dude he was, and went and executed pitches and got us in there. So win's a win. We're still, like I told you guys yesterday or whenever it was, we're still learning our group, learning our guys a little bit, and we'll continue to get better, but happy to be on the right side of it to kick off 2025.
Justin, how did it feel to be back in Rose Stadium playing for the fans?
It was awesome, man. I mean, you know, doing from through fall and spring, and then all you really want to do is just get back in the home crowd and just play for your team, and it was just truly awesome.
When you were able to get that bases clearing double, did you feel like that was a breakthrough moment in this game?
Yeah, no doubt. You know, as we say a lot, two-out knocks are backbreakers, and it really does shift the momentum. And definitely when we're down and going down, being able to get scratch across some runs, especially early in the game, you know, it really sets the momentum for the game going forward.
Carson, you may not have expected to pitch tonight. Going into kind of that situation, what was your mentality, and how did you kind of have to get into game mode?
You know, just filled the zone, but I mean, I had to flip the mentality, like you said, pretty quickly. Didn't get that many pitches in the pen, but you know, it's just routine for me. I've been in this role for the last 2 years, so you know, it's just kind of routine, and I know what I need to do to get ready. Knew I had 2 minutes out on the field to throw as many pitches as I needed, so it was pretty routine.
Coach, going 7 deep in the bullpen, do you view bullpens, the bullpen depth as a strength for the team, or was like that kind of part of the plan or anything?
Yeah, I mean, we got 23 arms on this team, you know, 23 arms, and you know, a lot of times when you do that as a staff, you end up having 23 arms, but kind of 12 to 13 usable ones, and then some development guys and some guys that maybe aren't ready. I think there's a lot of usable arms down in that pen, and I think we saw that tonight. Like JT Blackwood, that guy's going to compete to make starts for us. He's been kind of in a starting role. It's been awesome. Came in his role tonight and dominated it. You saw Connor Ball come in and grab his 2 lefties and did his job, and turned over to Tyler Fay, who came in and did his job. And it was kind of up and down the line, just guys coming in and doing their job. And so I think that's a huge strength of ours. And I think that's what we've got to continue to learn. That's what we need Connor Ball to be able to do. And the more situations he gets in that and executes it, the more he has confidence in that, the more we have confidence to bring him into big spots like that. So it's just, I think it's a strength, and that's what these early season games are really about. Is we're never going to go out and just try things. We're going to go out and try to win, but we're also going to try to set our guys up for success and in the best roles we can. And so I think it's a huge strength of our team, and something we're going to lean on heavily.
Coach, what you like seeing about Zane's response after that tough first inning, coming down and throwing 3 scoreless right after?
He did what starters do, man. Like, starters' jobs are not to pitch at a 2. It feels great when we do their jobs to give our team a chance to win every time they touch the ball. And that's what Zane did. I mean, Zane probably had his worst stuff I've seen him have in 2 years here. Like, he just didn't have command of the cutter tonight. Like, didn't command the fastball the way he normally did, and just competed his way through 4. And that would have been a really easy game if he wasn't a tough kid or didn't have the ability to compete and flip that script. We end up having to go to the pen in the 2nd or 3rd, and instead he settles in and hangs 3 zeros behind it. And like that thing, the thing we talk about a lot was shutdown innings. When we score, they don't, and we were pretty elite at that tonight through the game. And it's what he's going to do, man. When he has his A+ stuff, man, it's a walk in the park, and he's going to make 15 to 17 starts for us this year. He's probably going to have his A+ stuff 3 to 4 times. But it's going to be that middle time when he doesn't have his stuff. Can he go out and compete? And he proved tonight he's more than capable to do that.
Justin, Jason did right by you tonight, scoring you a couple of times. What did you see from him and the other new faces on the team tonight?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, when I go up there, all I really want to do is get on base. You know, I know the guys behind me will do the rest for me, and just by doing that, it kind of lets us play as a team, play as one. I mean, we got a lot of guys in the lineup that really can hit and really just can play ball. And you know, as long as we keep doing our job and know what we are as one player, like we're gonna be pretty good.
Coach, you know, every single one of the new tractor bats got a hit tonight. You know, how important was it to be able to have them, you know, come out and be really effective in their first, you know, game in front of fans in Civil Tom Stadium?
Yeah, like I said, I think it's just the consistency of their bats, which was good. You know, like I think when you look at it, like JT was awesome, and he's been great all preseason for us. Now that he's back healthy, just an anchor in the middle of the order, man, and the bat to ball is good. His competitiveness is good. You know, Brennan Norton runs into it. We've seen him hit a whole lot of homers here over the last 8 to 10 months. So good to see him get that. Brady Neal come in, just had good at bats, control the strike zone for the most part, took some good swings. Garrett Staten took some good swings. Bono had 2 knocks tonight. So like Bron said, like the strength of this team in general is not any one person. I've got 2 really good ones sitting right here, but that's not the strength of this team. The strength of this team is the depth of it and the consistency of it, and that's what I liked out of those young pups. Like we struck out more than I'd want to tonight, but the quality of our at-bats as a whole I thought were pretty good.
Justin, you early on came up big, clearing the bases with the double early on. Like being the young player you are, do you kind of pride yourself in those situations, like being a spark plug for the team? And does your mentality change? Does your approach change at all in situations like that?
Yeah, I mean, I try to stay middle ground through all like my approaches and moments and stuff. I mean, all I really want to do is kind of push it to the next guy. I mean, trying not to let the moment get too big, and really, it's at the end of the day, it's not really about me. It's about the team and like what I can do to get it to the next guy and keep pushing forward.
Carson, we talked yesterday about some of the things you're excited for to be a part of this year. When you come in, bases juiced in front of these fans, how much does that get the adrenaline pumping?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty through the roof tonight. Just having to flip that mentality pretty quick. And then the Rangers showed out tonight, so it was good to see that.
Coach, you know, how much do you enjoy seeing Will Hodo not trying to get out of the way and either of those hit by pitches he had tonight?
Yeah, I mean, Doe had, a tough start to his game, right? I think punched twice, and Doe doesn't punch. And so, like, just kind of got beat on that four-seam up twice. And that's just what Will Hodo does, man. Like, that guy's an on-base machine. And that's what he did, man. Take what the game gives you. Like, he goes in and punches twice, and they bring the soft tops lefty in and kind of takes kind of not even a half swing, just not a great swing, fly out to second base. And he's just steady. He's exactly what Bron said, man. Like, he just stays neutral and stays steady. And they backed up a couple breaking balls and took his hit by pitch and passed it off to the next guy. And that's what he needs to be able to do, because when those guys are rolling, it's easy. But he's just such a pro, man. He's been in college forever, and he's one of my favorite kids I've ever got to coach. And it's unselfish. It's not about him. He wants to do exactly what Bron says, do whatever he can do to help the team win. And tonight he wasn't awesome, and he did what he could do, which was wear 2 pitches there and pass to the next guy, and his boys picked him up. And I can assure you that guy's going to be on the other end of these games a heck of a lot more than he's on this side of it. But just a pro, man. Take what the game gives you.
Coach, everyone in your lineup got on base tonight. What does that say about the ability to kind of create different offense from 1 through 9 in your lineup?
Yeah, we're going to need it. We're going to need it. I thought top order was dynamite tonight. We talked about quality of bats. Those guys were, I think, 9 for 10 in quality of bats. Like, just really good at bats to set the tone at the top. But, man, some of the best teams I have ever coached are the ones where the bottom of the order can carry it too. And in the best teams I've been around, it seems like it's somebody different every night. It was Braun tonight with a big hit. Tomorrow it has a chance to be Staten. The next day it has a chance to be Bonamall. The next day it's Fowler. Like, the best teams I've been around, it's just somebody different every night. And the more consistency you can get through that, just sets you up to be able to come through in those spots. So again, we got plenty of work to do. I don't think any of us are sitting here like, man, we're the best. We're a finished product. But the goal of this is a journey, man. This team has just started writing its story tonight, and there was some really good and there was some not so good. And it's about continuing to move the needle the right direction, and we'll come back and get after it again in the morning.